That's right, baby. I got the level 3 Sloth Win. Let's go. Just to give you guys some context, so I recorded this, or I didn't record this. I played this last night in bed right before I went to sleep. I was just wrapped up my 52-hour work week. You know, I was pretty tired. I mean, 10 to 12 hours a day will do a number to you. So I just thought I'd play a little superautopets before I went to bed. Originally, I was planning to win with a Trent plus Piranha team because Trent only gets a coconut if it has a low amount of attack. So I thought I'd use Piranha to offset that. And I'm using a custom pack here. It's the same one I used in my Nurikabe video that just came out a couple days ago. Well, a couple days ago at the time this video comes out. That came out yesterday at the time of me recording this voiceover. But I'm using that same custom pack to try and get a Trent plus Piranha team over the line. But obviously, as I said at the beginning, I do find a Sloth, and that completely changes the run, as you guys will see here in a bit. Now, for full disclosure, I have actually gotten the level 3 Sloth achievement before. It was back during Scooty's weekly pack, which the whole gimmick of that pack, for those of you who weren't around back then, it was all about drawing and stuff until you got to the late game, and then you would do an infinite gold strat involving Tapir, Oyster with Donut, and Pteranodon back with the old Pteranodon. And you would do that and roll a whole bunch of times until you found a Sloth naturally. And I actually, as soon as, or actually, rewind a bit, before the weekly came out, I was playing the weekly before that, and I found a Sloth in the weekly pack about like 30 minutes before the Scooty weekly came out. And it was my first time ever finding a Sloth, and I lost. I was devastated. Like right before the Scooty weekly, that was all about finding Sloth, I found a Sloth, and then I lost. It was so heartbreaking. But then the Scooty Weekly comes out, and I'm like, all right, I gotta do this. You know, I just got so close. So what I decided to do is I threw on some music, and then I played the Scooty Weekly for about 3.5 hours straight. Just doing infinite rolls and all that kind of thing until I finally found the Sloth naturally in the shop, got it to level 3, and I was able to get the achievement. I was super proud of that. Now the weekly, for other people, they would just angler. Other people found the Sloth like me, but I was so early into the weekly, like I started playing it right as soon as the pack came out that I wasn't able to angler. I found it naturally, but it's using the infinite gold strat. But anyway, that's how I got my level 3 Sloth achievement. I found Sloth a few times since then, but I've never been able to get it over the line. Actually, one time I had a game where I found 2 Sloths in the same game, which is absolutely wild. I'll put a link below in the description for those who are interested. I put up the full VOD on my second channel. But I haven't found a Sloth in a long time, probably since that double Sloth game. It's been several months, so I was very surprised to find it right here. So as you can see, I found it about in the big game. I'm turn 7, 5 hearts, 5 wins. So I'm set up in a nice spot. I've got a decent team going. I've got lives to spare. I can afford losing a little bit as soon as I buy the Sloth. But you know, even though I have gotten the level 3 Sloth already, there's still something so special about winning with this. So every time I find it, I'm still gonna go for it. Now we sell our Trent there so we can get some room for our Sloth. Buy a cow onto it. And here I'm a little worried because, you know, I have lost many times with the Sloth. There's a reason it's considered to be, I mean, it's hard. It's considered to be really hard for achievement hunters. 1, because it's really, really hard to fight. But 2, it has no ability and 1/1 base stats on top of that. It's just like a huge, huge like sink, you know? It just takes a lot to scale it up and stat it up so that it's actually doing something in battle. But here we've got a monkey as well. I'll show off the custom pack again. I'll put the link in the description for anyone who's interested. But I find double alpaca here, and I decide to buy them both. Figured I'd get rid of the capybara. Even though capybara is one of my highest stat units, I think having a level 2 next turn by whatever pet I bought is more important than that. We still got our lucky cat around. Oh, here's another thing I'm proud of. This level 3 Sloth was done without any those busted unicorn pack pets. I did use lucky cat, you know, here for a little bit, except I sell it right here on turn 10. And I used Trent briefly, but I didn't use things like Cyclops, Quetzalcoatl, any of these other things that make it really, really easy to get a Sloth to level 3. And here I get a level 2 lionfish. I mean, y'all know lionfish. You know I like lionfish. I mean, it's a really strong pet. It's pretty darn good. And when you stat it up, it can just destroy entire teams. So yeah, instead of using the broken unicorn pack pets, we're just gonna use all the really strong pets that are from the other packs. So like lionfish and alpaca and stuff. Here we get our cow to level 2 thanks to the alpaca, and we find a T-Rex and a mantis shrimp. I don't think I go with either. What I'm really thinking of is I'm looking for ways to scale up. I mean, either more Stegosaurus or an elephant seal, I think, just so I can get stats on my sloth, because the T-Rex wouldn't give stats to the sloth. And here, I dropped down to 1 heart. If you guys remember, I was at turn 7, 5 wins, 5 hearts. It's now turn 12, 6 wins, 1 heart. Now we use the alpaca trigger to give us an extra level on our lionfish to get us to level 3. We find a second Stegosaurus. Now it's turn 12. Double Stegosaurus is really nice, but it's really bad having no equipment. Now thankfully we face a fairly weak sniping team and we're able to get the win here. But here's when things start to get a little bit strong. I find another Stegosaurus in the shop, as well as a tiger that I can put behind my lionfish. Now all I need is for one of my Stegosauruses to hit my lionfish, and I'll be set, and it does right here. They have a lionfish as well, but mine just does that much more thanks to the tiger, and we're able to get another win. Sloth is already at level 3, which is amazing. That's another thing I didn't mention. Having all those chocolates was so incredible. I can't believe I found so many chocolates. But here we get double level 2 Stegosaurus, and now we're really cooking. Put the melon on the sloth here just to give higher odds of the Stegosaurus to hit the lionfish instead of the sloth. This person gets a Nessie from a orca, but thankfully the Stegosaurus stats give us just enough to get the win. And here we are, turn 15. 1 heart. Can we do it? Buy lettuce because I have mostly tier 6s. Get an eggplant on the tiger there. And now all we need is for the at least one of the Stegosauruses to hit our lionfish. Can we get it done? We face an ailment team with microbe, going for level 3 microbe achievement with a vampire bat. Thankfully, our Stegosaurus stats are enough, and our lionfish takes out the whole team, and we get the level 3 sloth win, baby. Oh man, I'm so proud of this win. One, because, you know, level 3 sloth is always an achievement, but this one doesn't have any kind of asterisk on it, you know? I didn't use broken pets like the Cyclops and Quetzalcoatl. I didn't do infinite roll teams, you know? It just feels really, really solid win, and I'm really proud of it. So I hope you all enjoyed. Please make sure to like, comment, subscribe, do all that generic stuff. And as always, stay true.